Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of X Malice. We have completed Aiji Yanagi's good ending, and right now we're going to go through his little extra thing, and afterwards we'll do his tragic love ending. Because some people don't like to do the bad ending, so I always do the extra first in these things. So you can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story.
Usually, once a person passed age 20, they rarely experienced anything in their life for the first time anymore.
I really doubt that.
The inability to control my emotions and these powerful urges was something I thought that I would never experience. I did what I wanted when I was still in school, and because I matured quicker than my peers, I knew I looked calm for my age. Sometimes, people viewed that as a good thing. Other times, it was troubling to them. For example, "Hey, how long are you going to sulk?"
I'm not sulking. I'm just mortified.
"It's the same thing. Come on, look at me." She puffed her cheeks and turned away. I brushed my lover, Ichika Hoshino's hair, in a soothing way over her ear. She finally relented and turned to look at me. "You didn't like the present I got you for White Day?"
It's not that. I really like it. The accessory case is perfect for me, and the cookies you baked... Yanagi...
She gradually grew more quiet, as if she was trying to defend herself.
I couldn't believe how good they were. The chocolate I gave you on Valentine's Day was terrible in comparison.
I saw her face filled with joy and regret, and it made me want to laugh.
What's so funny?
It's just that you're so darn cute.
Huh?
When you act so cute, I can't think.
Don't tease me.
I'm not joking at all. In fact, this is what I have trouble with. I'd avoided others for such a long time. I typically just ignored most things. It was probably just force of habit. Our everyday conversations and our ever-changing expressions rattled my heart, and that rendered me unable to stay calm. The serial terrorist attacks that happened in Shinjuku, aka the X Day incident, was how I met her. Until a few months ago, we were partners solving a crime. But incidents had been drawing to a close, and we were now lovers, living a much more easygoing life together.
I guess we're living in the office building.
Back when I was a student, I dated plenty of girls. After I graduated and started working as a police officer, I continued to date.
Ah, so he is experienced.
But without fail, the relationships died. I had thought that finding true love would just be a hindrance for a cop. To think that I would end up with a lover 7 years younger at my age, I never would have expected this. Yes, my biggest problem is she's too cute. This is embarrassing at my age.
Oh God, stop saying at your age. Oh my God, okay, my birthday was over a couple hours ago, but at 41, to hear a 28-year-old keep saying at my age, just keep pounding that nail into my heart, Yanagi.
Feeling ashamed at my thoughts, her tiny hands grab at my shirt. She must have misunderstood what I was thinking about, because she looked worried.
Yanagi, I'm very happy. I'm sorry. I always feel like I still have so much I need to improve.
I know, but you don't need to force it. You just improve at your own pace. We play different roles here.
Yes.
Though she nodded, she looked distraught. That just made me love her more. I laughed inside my mind while patting Ichiko on the head. She seemed to enjoy that as she closed her eyes and drew close.
But I feel like you spoil me all the time. I wanted to surprise you sometime. I want to think that I have something to offer you.
I'm already more than surprised. Just hearing those words make me want to raise my hands and surrender. Jeez, I already told you, but it seems like you still have doubts about my feelings for you.
I'm not doubting you. It's just that, isn't it normal to want to do something for someone you love? I'm the only one feeling happy here. Oh, come on, you know better than that.
I felt like something in my head snapped. This must be the moment of clarity. After being told that, I'm not mature enough to simply brush it aside. Not me. Alright, then if I make a request of you, will you listen?
Yes, anything.
Just so we're clear here, you better not answer that way to anyone but me.
Huh? Of course I won't.
Alright, first. I didn't have a request in mind yet. With the moment of clarity gone, there were countless things I wanted to do to her. I don't want to make her hate me. When all was said and done, I still had some self-control. I thought some more, and then reached out and slid my hand on her cheek.
Yanagi?
I want you to kiss me.
Huh?
Her cheeks turned a bright crimson color. Her eyes looked lovely as she moved in closer to my face. I whispered in her ear. I love you. Just being with you makes me happy. You don't need to do anything special. I just want to touch you. Her ears turned red upon hearing my request. I couldn't help but smile at that.
In other words, you feel happy when I do those things?
Of course. You can't tell, but I'm elated.
So today, Inamoto is...
He said he was out drinking with Satake. He'll be out pretty late, I think.
Then please close your eyes.
She whispered, while looking down slyly. That's enough to fill my heart with love. I do as she says and close my eyes, and I felt her inch closer to me. Her breath touched my lips. I had the urge to just embrace her, but I resisted and let her do her thing.
I love you, Aiji.
In that instant, when our lips touched, I lost all control.
Yanagi!
When her soft lips touched mine, I pulled her hips toward me and almost bit her lips to keep her close.
Holy crap. Wow. Phew.
She kissed me back. She looked like she was suffocating. Her fingers grabbed my collar and quivered. Her little quirks caused more of my emotions to spiral out of control.
You said I should do this.
You already did, so I returned the favor.
But it was so sudden.
It's your fault for saying what you did. Her warmth when she said my name. It's impossible for me to stay calm after hearing that. We ended the long embrace. She was out of breath when I kissed her on the temple. Ichika blushed and whispered as she looked up at me.
Did you like that?
You can tell from that kiss. I'm amazed at how happy I am.
That's good.
Her bashfulness had all but left. She smiled like a blooming flower, and I was enthralled by the sight.
Yanagi, you look a little red.
Don't tempt me any further. I said I wanted to treat you right.
You already do. There's nothing you can do that I won't like.
I realize that she calls the shots now. But I didn't mind seeing her headstrong like this, to be honest. We're all adults here, so you should take responsibility for what you say.
Yes.
Jeez, look at her so happy. Love is almost blind. The joy and guilt of everything overtook me. But the overwhelming rush of passion made me unable to stop. With that thought, I kissed her once more. Ichika, I love you. Our eyes met in between kisses. I don't know why, but we were both laughing. Having happiness this close actually made me feel a bit scared sometimes. Even if I didn't let go of my regrets or my past, I wanted to be sure I cherished her.
Is there anything else you want me to do?
She whispers with a sigh. Well, let's go for a drive another time. I want to go and see the ocean with you. She mentioned how dreamy it would be for her to sit in the passenger seat. How adorable could she be? Making these casual promises and plans make special memories with your loved one. It may sound ordinary, but it was a miracle that came with dizzying happiness. It's insane how happy I was right now. I considered how best to tell her that as I held her small frame tightly.
Oh, so cute. So now we're going to go on to the bad ending. Well, tragic love ending. Okay, so for the Blighted Love ending, I have to miss the shots. So I won't pull the trigger at all. No, not Yanagi! Yanagi! But I was a little too slow. My shot hit Saiki, but he pulled the trigger first. Yanagi fell to the ground with a groan. Another gunshot rang out. Yanagi! Stop it! Enough! I rushed over to Yanagi and desperately shielded him with my own body. I couldn't let him be hurt any further.
I'm fine.
No, you're not! Yanagi! But Yanagi rose, clutching his wounded abdomen, and moved in front of me. He was trying to shield me.
He's a criminal, Hoshino. Whatever his reasons, he hurt people. He stole someone's future, just like me.
That isn't true. He's not like you at all. Yes, Yanagi had certainly hurt someone before, but he wasn't the same as Saiki. Yanagi had always bore that sorrow on his own. He didn't blame the world or other people. He wasn't like Saiki, who tried to change the world because he couldn't stand the burden. I was too angry to see straight.
Stop! No! Hoshino! Ichika!
I couldn't hear Yanagi's pleas. Oh.
So, you can finally kill me after all, Hoshino. My ideal world. You'll grant.
I didn't miss. I put a bullet in his heart. I couldn't miss. I killed Saiki. Damn. April 1st, 9 a.m.
3 months have passed since that day. Due to Saiki's death, the new year came and went without the X-Day plan coming into play. Ichika. Back then, when Ichika shot Saiki, she lost sight of herself. She was in shock and didn't react to my attempts to get through. She was debriefed at headquarters and sent home in a state of shock. And then, she disappeared the next day. I've been searching for her ever since. Shinjuku is back to normal, Ichika. Adonis had largely disbanded after Saiki's death. There was no one left to give the orders. The quarantine was lifted from Shinjuku. The weapons ban was reinstated. Shinjuku had finally returned to normal. But
but we're not together to see it.
you weren't here in it. Hey, there's no point if you aren't here.
It makes me so sad hearing that.
I wanted to give the people their lives back. I never said anything so high and mighty before. If this was the cost, then it wasn't worth it. That was how I felt. People laugh. Sometimes they cry, and they help each other overcome sorrow. That's a normal world. It was the peaceful world that we aimed for. But you weren't here. She was out there somewhere, alive. She was probably on the verge of tears, so I had to meet her. I have to find you. Once, she had found me. Now it was my turn. I'll find you, call your name, hold your hand. We'll live everyday life together. I promised her that we'd be happy together. I want to see you smile. In the crowds, I could see people living their normal lives. They enjoyed their peace. I never wanted a future like this. Right now, I hated this world where you didn't exist.
Oh, I kind of expected his Blighted Love ending to be longer and more detailed, but that was so sad. I mean, there was something kind of cool about it, but, I hate the fact that we don't know. I'm halfway tempted to make the last ending in this video, but no, I'm gonna make it its own video because I'm gonna call it a secret ending. Apparently, that one thing that I could have diverged on before, it was a shot that I could have taken earlier in the game, and I had saved because I was going to take the shot and get a bad ending, but it turned out that was the extra ending. So I got to go back to that, and that will be the special ending. But I'm going to go record that now, so I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.